Everybody ready?
Okay.
Do you want to go off and say your first and last name? Spell your first and last name.
My first and last name is John Keith Perry, JohnKeithPerry.
Can you look at Kayla the whole time?
Sure.
Whoever's answering the question. I mean, just look at it. Yeah.
And I'm Kevin Massey, KevinMassey.
All right, and when were you contacted by the family to take on this case?
Recently.
Okay, so first off, let's talk about your client. You discussed kind of in detail her background, criminal history, which you said there wasn't any. Talk about just her as a person. Who is she?
Well, she's a hardworking single mother, loves her family, loves her children.
Okay.
That's all I have to offer.
All right, and the prosecutors are saying, just off this bail hearing, I know we haven't even had the preliminary, but they're saying that there's a likelihood of conviction, which is why they were saying that she should still be in jail. What are your
Reading from an affidavit that we haven't seen at this point, other than information that we gleaned from snippets. That said, right now, there's in our mind no way that it should end up with any sort of conviction. We think that it's a classic self-defense case. We don't know exactly what the prosecutor was referring to as it relates to aggression, but everybody that we've seen and talked to date has indicated that the aggression was from one person.
One thing she had mentioned was that Marion had the gun behind her back. That was not, I read the affidavit, that I didn't see that in the affidavit. Was that, I know you said that you haven't seen it, but that's news. Do you feel like the prosecution got something wrong?
It sounded like she was freelancing a little bit.
cases before, and this one we have a well-known prominent pastor in the city that was killed. How do you think that will affect the case or have an impact on this case?
Anytime anybody on any case, you're dealing with a decedent, you have a family that's affected, you have the community. We have no reason to believe that he was anything other than a stellar member of the community and a pillar of the community. At 1:30, if you're being approached in an aggressive way and repeatedly harangued, then you don't have that sort of calculus that this is a person she had never met before. The information about her following him with some video is totally inaccurate. So those types of things we have to deal with, but the fact that his family is affected, we have two sides of every case. My client's family is affected. You have a 42-year-old that's never had any contact with law enforcement. She's a stellar person, a high school graduate locally, college graduate, and somebody who has done nothing but been a stellar member of her community as well.
Are you saying that Pastor Floyd was a stranger to her?
Yes.
Okay, so just to clear up the rumors that people may say they knew each other. Prior to this incident, they did not know each other.
That is correct.
Right.
So where do you think this argument stems from?
Well, we'll let the actual witness information come out and tell it, and we think it'll be abundantly clear who was in the wrong and who was in the right.
Can you tell us why you thought a bond reduction was warranted?
In this particular case, because the fact that if this case involved just Joe Blow walking up on a person at 1:30 in the morning after